If the Almighty Creator is removed from this equation, the idea that we have to rely on ourselves and fight, even with the resources that have been given to us from the beginning, transforms into a process where we can darken our lives by not appreciating at least some of them, thereby underestimating the value of what we have been blessed with. Certain individuals may not even be at peace with the way in which God created them. They may find themselves at odds with Him. They may not get along, they may be at odds, they may not be on good terms, they could be fighting, they may not even like each other. Our starting values, they may have a conflict with their gender, may not be at peace with it. Sometimes, even with the color that Allah has given him at birth, the family he has been given, the environment and the surroundings, he may have conflicts over time and may not be at peace with them. He may not accept the role assigned to him by the Almighty when creating him, and he may attempt to wrestle with this position. Let go of those who enter and exit in the flow of life, even with their initial values. A person may not be at peace. On the other hand, a person who steps into life with the awareness that the Creator, Allah Azza wa Jalla, has entrusted him with his own color, height, shape, and opportunities, and will test himself through these opportunities, realizes that he has an equal opportunity with people who have other opportunities if he evaluates these opportunities well. So while wishing for what others have, they don't exhaust themselves by falling into a depression and asking, why am I like this? Why is my appearance like this? Why is my intelligence like this? Or why is my race, color, language, etc.? Like this, they don't develop a rebellion against Allah Azza wa Jalla from here. Whatever the opportunities given, a person knows that if they evaluate these opportunities in the direction desired by Allah, they can achieve the same results. That is the reason why the Almighty, and do not wish for what Allah has favored some of you over others, desiring what has been bestowed upon them as preference. Men are entitled to receive their fair share of the earnings they generate through their efforts and contributions. Women have a rightful share of the earnings they receive based on their contribution to the work they do. So what opportunities and in what capacity? No matter where we are, when we make the most of the opportunities we have, it pays off. The guys have additional counterparts, but they can achieve more elevated results with their own roles, but you can only go to a certain extent with this role. God says that He will only impose responsibilities through opportunities. Allah does not burden a soul except with what it can handle. When an individual fulfills their responsibilities, they are given complete recognition for their efforts. If you manage to do them, you'll get a perfect score, so he can lift 10 kilograms. If it's a creature, it gets full points when it lifts 10 kilograms, but if it's a creature that can maybe lift 50 kilograms, it only gets full points when it lifts 50. The life of a servant is created by Allah Azza and Jalla. When he starts reading with his will, power, and the meaning created by him, things take on a different form. This time, everything that God has given and taken, everything that God has made happen for this reason, all of these find their meaning and significance. Nevertheless, a person who sets aside the thought of Allah Azza wa Jalla while trying to understand and interpret life and attempts to read life in a secular way, considering it as an uncontrolled and random process, can create immense distress from any kind of adversity and face significant challenges in coping with the unpredictable nature of existence. Even the tiniest mishap has the potential to completely ruin his mood. The depressive state of individuals like him may never come to an end, because it does not have the courage to acknowledge that it is merely the embodiment of the divine will of the Almighty, the one and only God, Allah Azza wa Jalla. He has generated an anticipation within an immensely fulfilling life by attempting to exert control over everything within his sphere of influence, imparting form and guidance to all that surrounds him, and anticipating that everything will align with his desires. This falls far short of the anticipated level of satisfaction.